Professional wrestling isn't considered a real sport by any means. However, in the past few years it has been given that distinction, all thanks to the fans who attend shows or who are invested in the product. They help enforcing the facade that wrestling is indeed a real sport. Despite this, they are still given a bad rep from the rest of the world, often being stereotyped as poor or uneducated, or being referred to as backwards idiots. One episode of South Park called WTF backs this up by having the crowds in wrestling scenes be classified as southern yokels.
They took his job.
I know, shh.
Oh man, they took his job.
They took it down.
However, there is another side to these stereotypes, and I will explain that in further detail using the short film called Please Don't Die. The story is about 4 lifelong mates in their 30s and are wrestling fans who take their love of it to new levels, reminiscing about their days as a part of their own backyard wrestling promotion.
Why is there a fucking Messi on here?
Oh mate, it's a fucking Ronaldo as well, I've just
You're
seen.
kidding? Fucking hell, man, who makes these things? Michael Jackson as the weird fucking werewolf cat thing from Thriller. I mean, who's using these in an actual boat? So
I am going to use this film to see if this stereotype that wrestling fans are stupid is true or not, by bringing them some short film theories into it as well. Now it's time to hit the ring with Please Don't Die. The first thing that this short film does to represent wrestling fans calls upon the idea that was given to me by Bevin Yeatman, a short film theorist, who says that short films are an expression of an idea on a shorter scale, often expressive and tends towards the abstract, an idea that is complete in itself. What he means by that is that short film expresses an idea or characteristic, in some cases, in a shorter form, just like how a feature film would do the same, but on an even longer scale. For this film, the idea that it's expressing that all wrestling fans are either single, introverted, or even both. This idea is true because in the film, Jim is the only character out of the 4 main ones who has any interaction with a woman, as he keeps going on about his girlfriend, who we don't even see on screen.
I'm gonna fucking go, kid. Is that it?
This stereotype is further backed up with another wrestling film called Fake, during a scene where the lead character feels like getting a girlfriend with bad pickup lines on a Tinder-esque dating app. It's saying that both wrestlers and wrestling fans don't know how to attract the opposite male because they spend most of their time handling other men or watching them. Whether this stereotype is true or not, the film does good on making this ideology look very comical with its style of crude sexual comedy, just like in the E4 comedy series The Inbetweeners. Also, this film gives us the expression that wrestling fans are very vocal on social media, or they are always seeking attention from their favourite wrestlers.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a retweet off Big Sexy himself this morning.
Kevin Nash?
Oh, mate, I bet he was buzzing. Mate, I'm still trying to get a reply from CM Punk.
Be easier trying to find a Benoit bout on the network.
This is considered normal for the internet wrestling community in particular, as they have been more prone to being more internet savvy than fans of other sports. But it's not just the fans that are getting involved with social media, the wrestlers are too, with some of the most famous wrestlers in the world posting on their own social media accounts. Another theorist I could bring into this conversation is Edgar Allan Poe, an American writer who has worked on many stories like The Raven, which was famously parodied in The Simpsons. Poe is also a theorist in short stories and has a theory that is used for today's short films called the unity of effect, where the filmmakers can determine what effect they want to have on an audience if they want to see their film. This film's chosen effect is a sense of nostalgia for some hardcore fans as they would wrestle in their back garden and would form other backyard wrestling promotions, which wasn't rare as some famous wrestlers did wrestle in their back gardens. One famous example is the Hardy Boys, who went on from wrestling in their back garden to wrestling in front of millions during their time in the WWE. There is also something to be said about paratextual analysis in wrestling short films. Paratexts are when a product or a group of products are all underneath one certain text. One big example of this is in the Hollywood films like the Bond and Marvel films, where they would have short films advertising the product which was part of the film or endorses it. Just like in This Is Progress, where it promotes the company's biggest show of 2016. Please Don't Die is considered a proof of concept short film for either a feature-length film or a television series, the production companies hope to do. In order to gain some interest from distribution companies to make this a reality, they will make a shorter version of the film as a proof of concept, so that you can pitch it to future clients who might be interested. This is a good thing to do for any project that wants to get noticed, and put your foot in the door in this ever-growing industry. There was an interview that WWE executive Stephanie McMahon did on UK daytime show this morning that led to me doing this exact video today. It was at the moment when she said,
Imagine all of those fans and all of those families in the arena, and then imagine an empty arena, right? Our show would be pretty boring.
And that's a good point. If wrestling was played out in an arena with no spectators, it loses its gravitas. That's the reason why wrestling fans have a lot more impact on the sport than the wrestlers in the ring. Despite this, there is an ongoing negative stereotype surrounding wrestling fans, and Please Don't Die plays around with said stereotypes in an almost comedic effect to say that they're mostly untrue, and it follows the use of short film theories in order to gain said comedic effect. They will use Poe's Unity of Effect to gain audiences' nostalgia. They will use Yeatman's expression of short films to draw the idea of wrestling fans as introverts. Wrestling fans, like other characters, have their own stereotypes and characteristics that are conveyed in short films. Whether they are true or not is up to the audience's opinion. But hopefully this video can help with making wrestling fans more relatable and more open to conventions like fans of other competitive sports, and will hopefully gain more respect in the media moving forward.